Hello and welcome to our training on the West Virginia CCR&R agency reporting system. In this video, we will solely walk through the system logged in as an infant toddler specialist. If you are not an infant toddler specialist, please refer to the training video that aligns with your role. To access the CCR&R agency reporting system, you will go to www.wvccrr.org. You will enter your username and password and select Log In. Select Remember Me next time to save the username and password to your device. When you log in, you will first see the CCR&R project dashboard. At the top right, you can click on Log Out, Change Password, or My Profile. My Profile allows you to change your first or last name if needed. Each of the buttons on the page take you to a different section of the website. You can click on the banner at the top of the website to return to the project dashboard at any time. First, let's look at provider forms. You can enter a license number, provider name, or provider contact person and click Search Providers to locate a specific childcare provider's record. Alternatively, you can leave the fields blank and click the Search Providers button to bring up a list of all of the providers in the database. If you wanted to perform a new search, just click New Search at the top right screen. To access a provider's profile, click View Forms. Navigates to the provider's profile with the organization's name, county, type, and license number displayed. Below the profile information are tabs for each of the forms that specialists use to submit their activities. You should submit a new provider form for each new activity you do with a provider. For example, if remote support was offered to a provider 3 times in 1 month, 3 remote support forms should be submitted by the specialist who provided the remote support. You should submit provider forms on an ongoing basis rather than at the end of the reporting period. When an infant toddler specialist receives a technical assistance request from their professional development supervisor, they will receive an email with information about the reason for the request. Additionally, you can click on the Technical Assistance Request tab to view technical assistance requests within your region. However, infant toddler specialists cannot create a technical assistance request form. The first form that infant toddler specialists can create is the technical assistance delivery form. Specialists use the technical assistance delivery form to document formal requests routed through a supervisor. Click on Add New Form to create a technical assistance delivery form. First, you will enter the date. Second, third question, auto-populate with your name and role. For the fourth question, you should check off all of the other specialists who are present. If the technical assistance delivery was canceled, check off the box and select the reason for cancellation from the drop-down list. If the delivery was rescheduled, enter the date of the rescheduled visit. However, if there was no cancellation, select the delivery type from the drop-down. Delivery type should be marked as phone only in instances where in-person technical assistance is not possible due to inclement weather. Next, you'll enter the visit number and click on Next Page. Page 2, you will first enter the number of children in the class by age group. Next, select the core knowledge area addressed from the drop-down list. The next question asks for the topics covered. This is a check all that apply question, meaning that there can be multiple topics selected. Finally, there's a box for notes, next steps, and the date of the next visit. Hit save and it will take you back to the provider form dashboard. The next form that infant toddler specialists can submit is the technical assistance exit form. Specialists use the technical assistance exit form to document closure of a technical assistance request. Click on Add New Form to create a technical assistance exit form. Specialist name, role, and region will be auto-populated. Next, you'll enter the date and the visit number out of total visits. Then, you will select the delivery type from the drop-down list. Next, you will enter the length of the visit and your travel time. Bottom of the page, you will enter participants, the administrator, and the others who were present. Then click Next Page. Page 2, you will type in a brief description of the original request for technical assistance. Then you will describe how the plan of action addressed the original request for technical assistance. Finally, you will describe if the plan of action required the purchase of materials or equipment to implement best practice to resolve the original problem. And if yes, list the items purchased. Hit save and it will take you back to the provider form dashboard. Third form that infant toddler specialists can submit is the site visits form. Infant toddler specialists use this form to enter site visits completed during the regular performance of their job duties. Click on Add New Form to create a site visit form. First two questions will auto-populate based on your name and role. For the third question, you should check off all of the other specialists who are present. Next, you will enter the date of the visit. The final question asks about the type of site visit that was conducted. Select the type from the drop-down list, save, and it will take you back to the provider form dashboard. Fourth form that infant toddler specialists can submit is the remote support form. Infant toddler specialists use this form to enter remote support completed during the regular performance of job duties. Remote support includes assistance through digital communication, including phone, email, or virtual options. Routine daily contact does not constitute remote support. Click on Add New Form to create a remote support form. First two questions will auto-populate based on your name and role. For question 3, you should enter the date for which the remote support was provided. Next, check off the type of support. The final question asks for the reason for the referral. This is a check all apply question, meaning that there can be multiple reasons selected. When you've selected all that apply, hit save and it will take you back to the provider form dashboard. Final form that infant toddler specialists can submit is the referrals form. Infant toddler specialists submit this form each time a provider is referred to another organization. Multiple referrals can be submitted on the same form if they were made by the same specialist on the same date. Click on Add New Form to create a referrals form. First two questions will auto-populate based on your name and role. Next, select the agency or agencies that the provider was referred to. Finally, you will enter the date of the referral, hit save, and it will take you back to the provider form dashboard. Let's go back to the main dashboard. The next page we'll look at is the Professional Development Specialist forms. These forms collect information on specialist activities that are not specific to a child care provider. All infant toddler specialists should submit a single form for each quarter. Click Add New Form to enter data for the current quarter. Infant toddler specialists are asked to report the number of TACIT visits completed, the number of participants attending WVIT 1R, number of participants attending WVIT 2, and the number of outreach activities attended per month in the quarter. You are also asked to check off yes or no for whether or not you participated in a growing brain training this quarter. Infant toddler specialists can edit this form at any point during the quarter to update data. Let's go back to the main dashboard again. Finally, all users can click on the Training Materials button to access a PDF training manual. Provides instructions for the website access and navigation and professional development data entry. That's everything for infant toddler specialists. If you have further questions, please reach out to Jill Johnson at jijohnson@pcgus.com. Thank you for watching.